We start this quantum healing transformation by dropping in to the warm cloak of love that surrounds the body, ever present and available when we pause to deeply feel how held and loved we are in this state of presence. This quantum healing transmission is for everyone who's ready to receive, bringing you back home to the heart, centering ourselves in the chest. We deepen the breath and experience more life force energy pulsing around the body. Finding a comfortable position, laying down or sitting up straight to align the spine. Either way, the chakras will spin and align with the deeper part of the self that rebalances, rejuvenates, and revitalizes the quantum field that surrounds you. Slowing it down so the mind can relax. And the body is open to receive whatever wants to come through. Source energy pulses through when we increase the vibratory tone of the body temple. By opening up the receptor sites, we're more available in this moment. Practicing receiving, listening, hearing from a deeper state of alignment. Putting it all down so that the body temple opens up to grace and ease. Releasing any resistance and holding patterns that are stuck in the field by spinning it on turbo speed. Sloughing off the interference and debris that comes from the external world so the internal terrain can be navigated with fresh eyes, a new start. Letting it feel good to drop into presence, the place where everything exists, no longer needing to pull or strain or gain anything but the gifts of the practice. Relax the body, open up the mind, expand the heart. Soften the belly. Letting it feel good to feel good. If there are any parts that are holding injuries, tension, surround them with a golden balm of healing energy. And the body of light is now in a golden bubble, releasing the resistance, sealing the field, letting the sounds wash over you as the vibratory tones will seep deep into the cells, informing the higher intelligence that pulses through the entire being. Bring your full attention and intention into the practice, closing all the doors, sealing up any leaks. Notice where your energy goes and bring it back home to the self. This precious moment of divine alignment. The body is a receptor site, an antenna, feedback loop, using the senses to tune in and feel deeply where it's holding, where it's stuck, what wants to be revitalized and renewed. Every ailment, imbalance is calling for more attention so we can hold source energy. Breathing deeply into the space, amplifying the breath. Notice how the inhalation fills you up and the exhalation lets go. Simply exchanging evenly with receiving and giving. Everything is here to serve you. The family of light supports you. And your soul essence comes back online whenever we pause. Putting down the distractions, pulling. All that is outside is just placed gently outside of your field. It can be picked up and experienced at the end of our meditation. Putting it all down at the door. The fullness of life, it's all here to serve you. And for now, find the vertical alignment. Who you truly are in the center of your being, matching the tailbone and crown of the head, the portals that connect, grounding and rising up to the heavens simultaneously. There's this special place reserved just for you where you can plug in to your crystalline core, the pristine divine blueprint of who you truly are without all the influences and interference. Feel yourself deeply as you come back online with your purpose, your power, your plan. The path is unfolding beautifully before you. No need to know or figure it out in this space. We're letting ourselves receive more deeply, so understanding, compassion, the virtues of grace and ease. Activating the nobility codes that inform the DNA so we can live our truth, the right path, the core essential self. Enjoying the contrast and the experiences that awaken the internal knowing, and the power of the choice point. We open up through our silver cord of light to divine self. Inner being lives in the holographic heart, pumping around and circulating the energies to the limbs, the ends. Every cell is being informed and infused with the light of your consciousness. Now that our attention is flowing back to center, take the sacred pause every day to feel who you truly are and enjoy the process of awakening. We are here to make manifest the glory of our being by seeing and experiencing the brilliance, magnificence, the astonishment of life, the beauty, the spirit path. It's all unfolding perfectly in divine timing when we accept and receive the gifts and blessings that are pouring down from the well of wisdom that pulses through all things. All of life is intertwined and connected through the sea of consciousness that animates the form. It comes as a vibratory tone from the non-physical to make manifest the destiny of who you are. Relax into that, knowing you are guided, you are loved and safe and protected. Every step of the way, listen deeply, feel it fully, the connection to all that is and who you are. The body is your vehicle, your temple space for experiencing the world, and you can awaken the extrasensory abilities. Beyond the form, there is knowledge and an access point to infinite intelligence. It is informing all your decisions, nudging and pulsing you forward. We're coming back into equanimity with the world. Nature is entraining us by its presence. The simplicity of being, beyond a doing, will allow for a greater capacity for understanding. Allow every choice to come from inspired action, so the doing is celebrated as an extension of your being. Bringing in more source energy will heal the body and open up the brilliance and genius of your higher wisdom. Everything we experience is coming from source and back to source. So enjoy the journey of becoming more of who you are, an extension of your soul essence. We do nothing of our own and on our own. It pulses through. We are an antenna. Whatever we're focusing on, picking up on, will get bigger in the field. The universal laws are consistent and true. Rejoice in that knowing. Relax into the guidance of the quantum field that is constantly pulsing through you. An instant feedback loop of cause and effect and consequence of the vibrational offering. Let every person off the hook as they're living in their own slice of holographic time, infinite realities simultaneously existing, parallel to one another. You can only breathe life into your vessel. You cannot breathe, feel, or experience life for anyone else. True love is knowing this, embracing this, accepting it as the gift that you offer of freedom. You're in the powerful choice point of the now, collapsing all the timelines to rewrite the scripts, creating the version of reality that you want to see and experience in the world by being it. And as we tune the body temple, grounding through the pillar of light and extending up past the portal of the sun to the center of the universe and beyond, we stretch ourselves in both directions, keeping the body safe, secure, present, and relaxed on the earth plane as we let our spirit rise. There are many gifts in the crystalline core, deepening your roots, plugging into the nourishment and the nutrients that boils up, buoyantly rises from the soul matrix of the earth. And as we receive that guidance, we also allow our consciousness to travel in a golden orb of light. Through the crown of the head, it shoots up through the silver cord and matches the holographic heart. The divine spark and diamond light spins on turbo speed to increase the vibratory tone. Spinning the field opens the channel to receive more source. The regal, royal graciousness of who you are. Acknowledging your majesty, your master level soul self, the part of you that does know and operates from this place of connection. Everything is waiting for you at the leading edge. We must become who we truly are by releasing the holdings, the past, the conditioning, the stories. Keeping ourselves stuck in a particular hologram and template will yield mediocre results because we are at the growing edge. We're constantly renewing, expanding, and transforming ourselves. There is no end to the growth and expansion. The design of the universe is one of unfurling within the toroidal field, regenerating and renewing itself. Just as nature goes through its cycles and seasons, and new blossoms of spring replace the deadening of the old in winter. Sloughing off and being reborn in the new, in the now. Letting go of the old and getting comfortable with this process of renewal allows for the life-death life cycle to come into perfect harmony and balance with our awareness. The only thing that needs to change is our resistance in holding. Everything else is done for you. sealing your field so you can experience more of who you are. Know that this is your powerful gift, your reason for being is to get in tune with and in contact with the higher self while in form, embodying and becoming a living example of divine essence, powerful beyond measure, letting go of the habits and the stories and the setbacks, believing what you have seen and been told, dreaming it alive, imagining and envisioning the new self, the new earth. The possibilities are endless, and it's all potentiality becoming actuality with an alignment, belief, and practiced into being. Everything is perfect in this moment when you let it be. No need to change or push against. The river of life will constantly pull you towards all that you are becoming. The effort and force may drag you down the river instead of floating freely, softening the edges to go around the obstacles, letting it all be okay. The shifts and turns and fluctuations and changes are all part of the plan as you become more. Coming back home to the self again and again, feeling it in your heart matrix. The center of who you are shines brightly and emanates out the qualities and gifts that you are imbuing into the physical form on all layers, the energetic templates of mental, emotional, psycho-spiritual, causal, ethereal, astral, and beyond 64 codons, layers, levels, transmissionary states of being that can all be tapped into. Beyond circumstance, reactionary response, you get to choose amongst it. Do not worry about what the world is doing. Just put it all down for this moment and make a powerful declaration and choice to be who you truly are. There are many, many, many versions of reality, as many as there are people. Tune into your highest desire and let everyone else live their truth. It's all based in vibrational matching. Things will come and go, wrap back around, their nodal points. They shift and change and grow with you. Trust the process and enjoy the unfurling. There's no rush in infinite time. We all get there. We all get to the awakened state, the realizations, the aha moments. How much you've lived is based on the level of joy you're allowing yourself to experience. Look back now on life so there is no regret or remorse at the end of the cycle. We all get another chance and are given another opportunity to undo any karmic connections. And yet they can all be released in the now. And say to yourself, the habit of replaying. Let every single person off the hook as you embrace the truth that they are all serving. All teachers and students alike on the path converge into the knowing of the now, back to source, the homecoming seat of your soul. It's guaranteed that you will blend and become one with all that is. So, appreciate and celebrate the fragmented soul self that has taken form and chosen this particular time-space reality. The personality, the lifestyle, the character, all choices blending with the eternal knowing of who you are. It all becomes easy from this place of knowing and allowing, flowing with the rivers and tides, knowing it all wraps back around to the truth, and the higher octave of operation of your master level soul self, pulling you forward towards the all you're becoming. No rush, no getting there, just following the guidance and impulses back home to more sourcial self. What a gift it is to become blended and utilize this knowledge while in form and informing the world by your choices. Every being has a brilliance and radiance and tremendous gift of offering to the world. Whether they acknowledge it or see it or not does not diminish the magnificence of who they are. Stop comparing and judging and just allow each person to be in their hologram. You cannot compare the infinite and eternal nature of who you are. It is beyond form. The form is just a tiny fragment, a slice, a tiny, minute spark, seed of sand compared to the hugeness of your being that could not possibly narrow itself down into this one form. It's just a tiny grain of sand, a spark of your light love essence. But feel the power of that, how the hologram creates and contains the whole. Converge it all back. All the people, places, and things, situations, circumstances, decisions. It all becomes fuel for the fodder in the now. Letting it all be okay as forgiveness and understanding washes over the body, so compassion can be felt in a deeper way. Nothing is out of tune or out of sync. We're just creating more balance and harmony with the hollow spheres. And opening up the energy centers evenly. Let it feel good to feel good. To find that unwavering well of peace. Joy, exuberance bubbles up from this place of connection and knowing of who you are. Putting down the weight of the world and the heaviness of responsibility that is outside of you. The only thing you need to care for is this being now. By being present with your presence, it all comes back in balance, online. Take more time to rest and pause into the sacredness of the beauty, the sounds, the senses. Life is here to be enjoyed. Let go of the rigorness of wanting to control and manipulate, operate from this place of lack and scarcity. It's all being provided for you. Just become resourceful, finding the creative solutions and looking for new ways, opening up the neural pathways so the dormant strands of DNA can be activated. This quantum healing happens on all levels for those that are knowing the deeper truth. Know where to be or do or justify. Just allowing the greater wisdom to pulse through. It's all done in an instant. The release of old patterns of suffering, of ailments, of injury. It's all recalibrated in the quantum field. Just align with it. Letting it in, letting go of the stories and attachments that keep the holding patterns in place. You are so loved and so free that you can choose bondage. Make the higher choice point of aligning with your divine self that knows no opposites, that celebrates the entire being just as it is without needing to do or change or become anything different. It's all right here in the now, waiting for your alignment and divine yes. Relaxing more deeply into the space, just let the words and the sounds wash over you. Five more deep breaths just like that, and give yourself the quietude and deliciousness of these moments. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being the receptor, site, the vessel of receptivity. Namaste.